Take questions for Chris. Let's go, Brian, right in the middle first, then Steve.
Hey, Chris, I know you had to take a pass on going to Tokyo, but I want to ask you that first trip when you played there, your rookie year in the Worlds, was that have much meaning to you looking back? You have a lot of friendships, it seems like, with guys on that team. Did they form there and just make you want to keep going back and doing this again with those guys?
You talking about '06?
Yes, sir.
We lost.
I remember.
We lost. That was a hard trip. We went to Seoul, I think. We went to. Oh man, yeah, but that was a fun team. A lot of really good guys. Joe Johnson, obviously Braun, Melo, D. That's when we really got close. I've been talking to Book a lot about his experience coming up, and it's so cool to hear how excited he is about it. You know, rightfully so, as he should be. There's not too many greater honors than represent your country, you know, and hopefully we can, you know, handle business here and he can go get him a gold medal. Yeah.
Steve on the right.
Hi, Chris. Monty just said, I mean, he hasn't delved too much into your team's success on the road this season, which is the league's best. But he did give some credit to you and, you know, how you set a tone. And I'm just curious what you think in terms of doing well on the road. I mean, how much of it is in the arena in the moment, handling a game? How much of it is work habits, you know, in between? And how much of it is all that other time?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of athletes out there that'll tell you they like playing on the road. I mean, I love our home crowd, but I also love playing on the road. Just always been like that my whole career. When you go on the road, it's just you and your guys. It's just you and the team, the people that traveled with you, you know, and so you really got to stick together. And it's nice when you can silence a crowd, you know, and it's fun, it's entertaining. And I think our team, we just had the right mindset for it.
Let's go, Gina here.
Hey, Chris. Throughout the season, many of your teammates have been asked by people like us, you know, what you have taught them. And so I'm going to flip that question around on you. And what are the biggest things that you've learned from your teammates this year? And specifically, what's the biggest thing you've learned from Book this year?
Man, one thing about Book is he stays in kill mode all game long. You know, no matter what's going on. If you're thinking you need to hold the ball, like with like 40-something seconds left and you might be up 4 or 5, Book gonna shoot it. He gonna let it ride. That's just his mindset, which you gotta appreciate. Excuse me. And I think for my team, it's just we have a very fun team. You know, guys who try not to take themselves too serious. And excuse me, I think that's what's really good about our team. We one of the things we say before we run out on the court is, you know, you can be so serious and all that. We say have fun. You know, have fun. And I think that's what keeps us focused is remembering that this is a game, you know, and we got to go out there and enjoy ourselves.
Vince in the back here.
Hey, Chris. The other night on NBA TV after Game 2, you and Isaiah Thomas had this moment where he said he was honored to be compared to you. Yeah. Considering the fact that there seems to be like this generational divide between a lot of the older guys and some of the younger, you know, the younger generation, does it mean something to have that type of respect and admiration from a previous generation? It
definitely means a lot. And for me, not just playing in the league for a long time, I've always been a student of the game. You know, since I was a kid, growing up with my dad, watching Isaiah. Obviously, I was the biggest Michael Jordan fan you could ever know. But also my dad's 2 favorite players growing up was Dr. J and Iceman. You know, my dad in the 2 leagues that he played in, one league he wore number 6 and the other one he wore number 44. So my appreciation for the game comes from my dad. You know, he's the first one to ever put a ball in my hands, and I'm grateful for it.
Palmer for one on Zoom.
We're going to go with Cassidy Hubbard with ESPN.
Hi, Chris.
Okay.
Mikhail was talking about some of the dinners you hosted at your house this year for teammates to watch games. And also said he noticed the year before the TikToks you did with Shea and Baze and realized just how cool you were to hang out with the younger guys. Is there anything you learned from your friendship with Shea and Baze in OKC that you applied to forming the bonds you had with the young guys here in Phoenix?
Oh man, that's a good question. Kale is like a kid himself, but I think with Shay and Bays, they became, my extended family. Being in Oklahoma City a year without my family, Bays was closer in age to little Chris than he was to me, So him and Shay and Bays, who I still talk to on a regular, I talk to Shay about every day. They really keep you young. They keep you lighthearted. They keep you having fun. And then getting here with our team in Phoenix, being away from my family once again, I was grateful that the guys would even come over and eat and kick it with me. In a time where we're so secluded because of the pandemic, it was a really good chance for us to bond and have these guys try vegan food every now and then. So. They ain't always love that, but we did get a lot of time together.
Would you Lisa and Eric for the final two in here?
Chris, obviously the Bucks treat tomorrow's games as the must-win game, and then when you do the pep talk in the locker room tomorrow, would you tell them like treat it as like a normal game or as like the biggest test of this whole season?
Yeah, you said it right there. For us, the biggest game of the year is tomorrow. It's a must-win game for us. We got to come out with that mindset. Know that they're home, they're more comfortable, they'll be in front of their fans. But we got to be us. We got to be us, and we got to be the hungrier team. And so that's what we'll do.
Eric in the back.
Hey, Chris.
What's up?
I was just talking to Brooke Lopez, and he had said like the idea of defense to him is like you try to contain someone in a box, and then they're going to break out of that box, and then you try to contain them into a different box. For you as a point guard, what do you find enjoyable about breaking out of that box? Like finding the things that you want when you know they want you to do certain things on certain plays.
Brooke is smart, very, very smart. I say this just like we play Connect 4, just like you play Sorry. Like, this is a game. This is a game. Everybody's trying to figure out how to stop this guy, stop that guy. And usually some of the best people are the people that have counters. Everybody's always saying, oh, this is all you got to do. We were just talking about it on the bus. Oh, you just got to do this. If it was that easy, everybody would, So I think for us, it's all about making adjustments. And that's why when you start out the game, you see how you guard it, and we're professionals. It's like, okay, let's do that. Let's counter with that. And that's the only reason that teams advance this far, is being able to adjust and maneuver on the fly.
Thank you, Chris.
No problem.